In a decision that has reignited global attention, the British royal family has officially revoked Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's titles as the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. This move is not just a symbolic gesture but a powerful declaration of the monarchy's boundaries, signaling the end of an era that began with much promise and quickly spiraled into public scandal and division. The world was first introduced to Harry and Meghan as a royal couple in 2018, and their marriage was hailed as a sign of progress, blending royal tradition with modern values. However, behind the grandeur of their wedding and their initial work as royals, tension brewed. By 2020, the couple made the unprecedented decision to step back from their royal duties, a departure popularly dubbed Megxit. What followed were months of speculation, and ultimately, the couple relocated to California, distancing themselves from royal responsibilities while still retaining the prestigious titles associated with the British monarchy. The revocation of their titles has sparked fierce debate. Some view it as a just and necessary step to protect the institution of the monarchy. In contrast, others see it as punitive, a final blow against a couple who sought independence but were perhaps never truly free from royal expectations. Stripping Harry and Meghan of their Sussex titles symbolizes more than just the removal of a name. It marks their official exclusion from the formal structure and history of the monarchy, which they were once deeply embedded in. Public reaction to this decision has been mixed, with opinions polarized across the globe. Supporters of the monarchy see this as a step that protects the dignity and tradition of an ancient institution. Many argue that retaining royal titles while living outside the fold, especially as Meghan and Harry have pursued lucrative media deals and spoken critically of the royal family in public forums, was untenable. By removing the titles, the royal family is seen as drawing a clear line. Harry and Meghan cannot have it both ways, benefiting from royal prestige while distancing themselves from the responsibilities that come with it. However, critics argue that this move is harsh, especially considering the personal challenges Harry and Meghan have shared, including their battles with mental health and Meghan's experiences of racism within royal circles. Their bombshell interview with Oprah Winfrey in 2021, where they spoke candidly about their struggles, solidified their place in the public eye not just as former royals but as advocates for social justice. Many of their supporters feel that the loss of their titles is another attempt by the monarchy to silence them, to punish them for speaking out, and to diminish their standing as global figures. The loss of their titles also raises questions about what this means for their future. On one hand, being free from the formal structure of royalty may allow Harry and Meghan to further redefine their identities and build a brand wholly separate from the crown. The couple has already secured major deals with Netflix and Spotify, and they continue to champion causes like mental health, racial equality, and the environment. Without the constraints of royal expectations, they may be able to carve out an even more prominent space for themselves on the global stage. On the other hand, losing their titles might complicate their public persona. The Sussex name carried significant weight and offered a bridge between their new roles and their royal past. The royal family's decision severs this tie, potentially diminishing their influence and symbolic connection to the monarchy, which still fascinates people worldwide. Some critics speculate that this title revocation might lead to a loss of public interest in their projects, as their royal link was a significant part of their appeal. Meanwhile, the royal family faces its own set of challenges in the wake of this decision. The British monarchy has been under increasing scrutiny in recent years, with the Megxit saga, accusations of racism, and scandals involving other members, such as Prince Andrew's ties to the Jeffrey Epstein case. This latest move, while necessary to some, may also deepen the divide between the monarchy and parts of the public who are sympathetic to Harry and Meghan's narrative of marginalization and struggle. As King Charles III and Prince William continue to navigate these complexities, they are also contending with questions about the monarchy's relevance in an evolving world. The decision to strip Harry and Meghan of their titles may protect the institution in the short term, but it highlights the broader tensions within the royal family. Tensions between tradition and modernity, between duty and personal freedom, and between public perception and private pain. For many, this event serves as a reminder that the British monarchy, despite its centuries of history, is not immune to the pressures of modern social values like equality and transparency. In the end, the revocation of Harry and Meghan's titles marks the final chapter in a long, painful saga that began when they stepped away from royal life. It underscores the cost of their choice. Freedom comes at the price of tradition, and independence at the loss of royal privilege. Yet, it also opens the door to new possibilities. For Harry and Meghan, this might be the opportunity they need to fully establish themselves outside the shadow of the crown, even as the world watches, curious to see what happens next.